Hey.
YouTube. So, this looks like a fire sale, but it's not a fire sale. So, Camera Wife has been after me for a while to get some of this prototype and some of the old blade stock out of the freaking shop, because when we move the shop, everything is in disarray and there's a lot of really good blades around, and people ask all the time, hey man, can I buy that? Can I buy this? Can I buy that? What's wrong with that one? Is there an issue with that? No, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm just really freaking anal and don't want to sell some of the stuff or old stuff that we've outsourced because of our warranty stuff. And another friend of mine, Eric, just outside of DC, he said, look man, sell your stuff as scratch and dents. Your blades are still good quality, warranty them against breakage, but people don't always have the budget to buy a brand new knife. But your scratch and dents are better than 99% of the stuff at Bass Pro Shop.
Yeah, and your scratch and dents aren't really technically scratch and dents. They're just not up to your standards. There's really like tiny, minute things wrong with them.
Only one of all of them. And I even put in the notes that I'm going to ground this chip out of the blade.
And a lot of it is stuff you just don't do the same way anymore.
Yeah, that's what
so they might actually be worth money one day.
Well, like these. Like this. Okay. Look, shoot at the Raiders right here. So this is Raider Row. See these two right here? It's the same exact
Raider
blade.
Row.
Raider Row. This is the same exact blade, but this is a nickel plating. So it's still an EN, but it's still a 72 on the hardness scale. But I just happen to like this grayer look. So we went with this. This is just as durable, and there are two of these. These were actually what I used to use as my molds to make Kydex cases with.
So these are kind of like, they're just going to be heavily discounted, right?
Yeah.
And people can pick their handles.
Yeah, they're like 90 bucks on all these, and they're only 130. I think $40 off is pretty good.
Pretty good discount.
Yeah. So here's the other one. Like, look. This is the MMT. Micro Moly Titanium. Any of those you people that recognize that sign and recognize this table, you've seen us at Blade Show or at some of the local markets. The only reason we switched from this was because the manufacturer of MMT got a conscience about an additive that's in this powder and what it does to the earth. And good for them, you know what I mean? And now they can't source it. So they tried to make it right and fix the coating for us, but it had to bake at such a high temperature with the new additive to make it that strong that it would ruin my temper. So we had no choice right before Christmas last year to switch from our revolutionary product to everything else. This shit right here is extremely durable. And there's 4 of these. They're all on there. I did each and every one with its own freaking serial number so that when you order it, that's it. It's gone. There's one left.
Look at Tonto Row. You haven't had Tontos in a long time, right?
I know. I've got Tonto. Look, I'm looking up at the sky. So look at this. Let's show you this. This is an MMT Tonto. And this isn't all the blades. I only brought a handful of them out here. So look. You see this? The difference here and here and the height of this grind line. So I redesigned the Tonto. I wanted more of a ricasso, a lower plunge line. So it's a different blade. Handle shape the same, profile's the same. And this is the old powder coat we used to use. But see, these original Tontos, I mean, my God, you can drive that through a door and pry that bitch open with the old Tontos. There's 10 or 11 of these. Still the same steel, same blade underneath. Powder coat, MMT. This is a 1 of 1. That's an OD green Tonto. Cerakote, we tried, and Cerakote wasn't as durable as nickel boron, and I couldn't rely on.
That would look good with your green.
Oh, people loved the OD green stuff, and I wish I could do it. I just can't guarantee that finish like I can nickel boron that you can throw.
Do you even still make these Warthogs anymore?
The Warthogs is another story. They got pulled back out of. There's like 30.
I love these.
There's 30 Warthogs, I think, in the MMT, brand new, with the old school white logo, brand freaking new.
I love those.
Yeah. So there's no. This one actually, I just put a tiny bit of an edge. This is a Warthog trial on a specialty Cerakote. There's 5 of these, and Some of them don't even have logos on them. This is a rare guy. There are only 2 of these made ever. In that nickel with the Warthog. And it pained me to put some of these freaking, like this one, and these 2 Raiders. Man, they don't exist. I do, but how many knives do I have?
So you probably can't get this anymore either, this.
No. Now look. You see the hole patterns? So, you know what's funny? I put these on the internet an hour ago, and an existing customer, I'm not going to name drop him, he ordered these 2. A Raider in the nickel boron dark, and a reverse Tonto nickel boron dark, right before I walked out the door to do the video. Crazy. So these 2 are off the market. But anyway, so look, see the hole patterns? All of these are from right before I switched and added handles to them. So these were the original Nightshade, this blade. None of these other blade shapes were on there. The Tonto hadn't come yet. The drop point hadn't come yet. These are a skeleton handle knife. They're not for a handle. So they're made to be super light and fast. Super last. T-shirt, super last. So these are just strictly skeleton. And if you don't want them sharpened, you can specify that in the notes, because I'm not going to sharpen these until the order for it comes in, because I'm kind of sentimental about these. Zero of these blades right here were ever sold in Cerakote. Not a single flipping one. Ever. Ever, never. So the place that did the Cerakote, I mean, look. Well, this is a nickel boron dart. So there's one more of those. Is that? Yeah, there's one more, because that one got ordered a few minutes ago. But they don't have handles. So this guy's like super technically. But they did a great job with the Cerakote. So no holes, look. See? I could fit a handle on it, but I'd be afraid it'd slide around. But you've got the Coyote Tan, OD Green, Blaze Orange, Black, one in the Nickel Boron Dark. This is Cerakote. These are the MMT. This is Sniper Gray. And people have begged for this. And it's been hanging on my wall, and it's time to let it go. Multicam. There's only ever going to be one of these, and this design is 2 generations ago. Because the new steel just came in for the new reverse Tonto, which is bigger. Look at this. Another unicorn. Micro Moly Titanium 1 drop point. So, I mean, I don't have to go through all of them.
Yeah, essentially you have a whole bunch of one of a kind.
Every one of them's on there.
Or discontinued, or slightly.
Look at this. I gotta show this one though. Look. You see this? Look. It's the T.Kell USA made, and look at this right here. See that little nick? This was about to go out the door.
That's all that's wrong with it. That's nothing. I'd buy that.
Look, it's got the We the People hand grips on it too.
That sounds like what I do. I don't care if it's got a little bit of something wrong with it.
Functionally, there's nothing wrong with this guy, but it's a beautiful blade. And if you were to baton the hell out of this, you might. I mean, you wouldn't notice it after a while. You might. I'm funny, so I wouldn't sell it. But anyway, this happened Friday.
Yeah.
I finished this blade up, and I dropped it on my magic wheel, and it hit and destroyed the wheel. $160. That's actually in the description of this blade. So this is a really expensive blade, because I'm waiting until tomorrow to be able to sharpen any damn knives, because of this knife destroyed my sharpening wheel. Really irritated me. Expensive shit. Anyway, this is a great one. This has the most minute of a freaking warp in that blade that you probably wouldn't even notice it. $150 knife for 90 bucks. I'm throwing the engraving in on these for free. This one's because I'm stupid, and I hit the button twice and doubled the topo on one side, but not the other. It'll be finished. All these will be sharpened. So all that to say is, these are some pretty rare blades. And it's not because we're hurting for money and we're having a fire sale. These are like my little shoo-shoos, my baby cabbages. I don't really want to get rid of them, but people ask so often for these blades. So I thought, why not?
Yeah, once they're gone, they're gone. They'll
gone.
be on the website until then.
So that's the final prototype right there of the new sheath. That's it. Let's check it out. Ooh. Just as slimline as before, but super clean. Same mounting holes. So they're done. So now your Raiders are going to start coming with this guy that you can still vertical carry, and he still tucks away. I'm pretty jazzed about it. Alright, Cerakoted Combatant. And the Sniper Gray.
Lots of good stuff.
Brand new stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think that's probably about it for me. I mean,
Check out the website.
Check it out. It's under Scratch and Dents, last page, and there's 3 categories. They won't back order. You order the one, and that's it. It'll be gone. So that's it. Bye.